start off this look, I'm first taking the NYX's Jumbo Pencil in Milk and using this to sketch out the clothes. Now, mind you, the design did change quite a bit when I started filling in each of the sections, but you'll see later on what I do. It's always best to start off with a white or a nude pencil because it's easier to erase if you make a mistake, just like in here. Then I'm taking a white body paint and filling in the vest and then mixing black over it to make a really dark gray. Now, moving on from section to section, I'm now filling in my torso with the same color mixture because this is actually supposed to be my vest. With black body paint mixed with the tiniest bit of white, I'm now filling in what would be the jacket, so the sides of my upper torso and my arms. With red body paint, I'm filling in what would be the shirt and also using it to color the vest as well. Now, I thought the vest was a little bit too gray, so that's why I added the red so that the wine color would really contrast nicely with the jacket. Now I'm filling in the tie using a dark gray body paint. Back at it again with the red body paint and filling in the cloak. And as I said in the beginning of the video, some of the things are going to change in the design. Then fill in any other areas that are empty with the corresponding colors. I pretty much finished off one side of the body to save up some time, and now I'm gonna teach you all how I did the other side. Basically, I'm creating highlights and shadows using both body paint and regular eyeshadows. Now, using a flat, fluffy brush, I'm picking up some black eyeshadow and I'm creating some of the individual features of the clothing and then fading the line a bit outwards or to the sides to create a shadow. Then to highlight, I'm taking white body paint and highlighting the very edge of each individual piece of fabric and then placing the brush I used to fill in the area and dragging it down through the line and then fading it in. Basically, this is going to kind of like diffuse the line and give me more of a highlight rather than a stark white line. Pretty much repeat this on every single wrinkle or edge that you've got on your design. Also continue this process on the cloak. Now keep in mind that fabric flows and moves with the contours of the body, so whichever direction your cloak is positioned, you want to adjust the wrinkles to that position, if you get what I'm saying.
How did you do that? How did you do that?
With a small pencil brush and black eyeshadow, I'm creating tears and holes on the cloak and the vest to make them look a little bit more old and ghostly. Now I'm shading the inside and then highlighting the edges with white, following the same philosophy I used in the rest of the body. Making it look extra torn by wiggling my brush with red body paint on the edge of the cloak down to simulate the edges being torn and mangled, and then highlighting and shading accordingly. So I wanted to have some gold detail in this look, but I wanted to try something other than body paint, so I'm taking the Go Ham Loose Pigment in number 23 from NYX Cosmetics, and I'm mixing it with the NYX's Dewy Setting Spray to create a paint, and it literally worked like body paint, and it dried and stood in place for a really long time, so I was very surprised from this mix. I'm placing this right on the edges of the color of the vest and then the color of the jacket, and then creating buttons on the vest. Also added a button that hooks the cloak together. Next, I'm using the NYX's Lip of the Day lip liner in the shape Heat Wave, which is a beautiful metallic red, and I'm using this to create details on the color of the vest so it looks a little bit more interesting. Plus, you know me, I love details, so might as well. With black eyeshadow, I'm pretty much shading under the buttons and then moving on to adding more highlights by using the NYX's white liquid liner so the features pop even more.
The signals are broadcast as cardio impulses into space. And all sets are being heard on the rear field.
Moving on to the face, I am first taking the NYX's Angel Veil Primer to prime my face and provide a smoother canvas for the makeup application. And then with the Stay Matte But Not Flat Foundation by NYX Cosmetics in the shade Medium Beige and a round foundation brush, I'm using it to pale up my skin to the max for a more ghostly finish. I'm also using my fingers to tap out the foundation and make sure that I smoothly blend it out. Don't forget to apply this to your neck and your ears. To set everything in place, I'm using the NYX's HD setting powder in translucent and a big fluffy brush, and this also gave me a much paler complexion. Now let's look crazy by taking the NYX's Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean and applying this messily on the lid, and then taking a dense packing brush and blending it out. And then I'm using the black shade from the NYX's Love in Rio palette and dragging this up along the inner corner of the eye, touching it where the beginning of the brow starts, and then dragging it down my cheeks almost like tear stains. Repeat on the other side until you pretty much look like Bucky Barnes having a bad eyeliner day. Now I'm taking the NYX's Vinyl Liquid Liner in black, and I'm creating these veins and or cracks coming from the eyes and then spreading out along my face. Now the easiest way to do this is to, first of all, not even think about it. Don't even think about it at all, and just draw the line, wiggling the liner and then connecting it to the other lines that you've drawn. Then taking the NYX's Mousse Gel Liner and applying this to both my waterlines to get that emo revival look. And I can't pronounce the name of this palette to save my life, but I'm using these two brown shades to contour my face and give me a more hollow and ghostly appearance. And I'm hitting the cheekbones, the jawline, temples, and snatching that nose a little bit to give me that really kind of like ghostly, sunken in appearance. Now taking the blue shade from the Art Throb palette, I'm also using this to add some color to the contour and further intensify the darkness a little bit. Now with the same white liquid liner from before, I'm basically highlighting every edge of the vein and or crack that's spreading out from my eyes. Now, you don't have to do this step because I actually liked it either way, but feel free to do so if you please. Hitting the nose using some of those shadows again before moving on to the eyes. So I am taking the NYX's Primal Color eyeshadow in the shade Hot Red, and I'm placing this with my finger on my lid to add a pop of color and then get a more intense color payoff, and then softening down the edges using black eyeshadow. Now, you don't see me do this, but I also took the NYX's Loose Pigment in the shade Venetian and patting this on my lid, but sadly the camera didn't pick it up as I said. Now, to take the grunginess to the next step, I ripped up some holes from a cosmetic sponge and then pick up the black from the Love in Rio palette, and then I'm stippling it along the contour areas of my face and neck. This actually made my face look really dirty and a lot grungier, which ended up being perfect for this kind of look, and I liked it a lot. If you're wondering why my contour looks a little bit purple, it's because I added a tiny bit of the shimmery purple shade from the Art Throb palette by NYX. Now I'm filling in the brows with black eyeshadow and then moving on to concealing the lips with the same foundation base from earlier, and then taking some of the blue eyeshadows from the Art Throb palette and patting this right in the center of the lips and then fading the color out. Then I'm doing the same with the black, but I'm actually concentrating this a lot closer to the center than the blue. Then pretty much doing a repeat from the eyes, but this time on my lips. Before I forget, I'm shading and highlighting the color of the cloak and then adding some more shadows casted by it on my skin. Now time for glow, and as you can see, I turned on my phone light so y'all can see it a little bit better. I'm taking the NYX Cosmetics Loose Pigment in the shade Luna, and I'm basically highlighting with this, and oh my god. Can you see that? Can you check her out? Look, yes! I freaking love this so much. Oh my god. Okay, I'm applying this to the brow bone, tip of the nose, cupid's bow, cheekbones, practically bathing in all this stuff, and look at this. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I just can't get enough of it. I'm literally just bathing in this. Beautiful. And that pretty much completes this phantom look. So I really hope that you all enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and if you did, please make sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, the links will be down below, as well as the list of products I used in this video. This is actually my entry for the NYX Face Awards 2017, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I really had a lot of fun making this. I love the look a lot, and also thank you to my friend Jacob for allowing me to film at his place. And yes, I really hope to see you next time, and bye!